Over the next few days, El Fuego continues to erupt, triggering a secondary pyroclastic flow. Then, on June 9th, the skies darken and it begins to rain. Just when things can't get worse, they do. With a landscape covered in ash, sometimes meters thick, the threat of lahars looms.
The lahar is the phenomenon, which is where fresh volcanic ash is mixed with water. It's a bit like watery concrete that you've just mixed and is poured down slope. It's very destructive, and they can occur for years after an eruption, whenever there's a big rainstorm. Lahars are deadly because it's like being hit by a wall of liquid cement. People get trapped and entombed in lahars. They will push over buildings. They will knock down infrastructure.
It's very dangerous. People were running away because this time the rain was bringing down all the material that had just been set on the communities.
As the communities surrounding the volcano attempt to deal with the disaster, Sofia is one of the first volunteers gathering aid when she receives a heartbreaking request.
She said, well, I need you to find my family. And I said, okay, just give us their names and we'll try to find them in the shelters, see if they're in the hospital. And that's when she said, no, they died. 33 people in my family died, including my 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and I want you to find them for me.
With that, Sofia starts to recover bodies. In the affected zone, she's shocked by what she sees. The ash is so high, it's buried entire houses. It's so hot, it melts the soles of her shoes.
You see people digging for their loved ones with their hands, with wooden spoons, with whatever they could find. And then when they found them, they would put them in towels or whatever they could find to take them with them. You realize these people are looking for human beings and no one is helping them.
Ayudé a desenterrar a mis primos, primas, hijos de mis primos también. Había veces que no aguantaba.
So we had to start this whole operation of setting camp and security areas and safe spots and doing everything the best way possible. First came the machines who removed the rubble and stones and everything, stones as big as 10 meters or 15 meters. They removed everything. Then we started digging. What we gave them was the possibility of finding their loved ones. It was finding a needle in a haystack, and we were trying to do just that for them.
Months later, volunteers like Aiden, Sofia, and Dr. Tufts continue to help local communities cope with the tragedy. Aiden sets up a campaign to collect donations for the affected.
We were getting notifications saying our account was going viral. Just a large demographic of people just reaching out to us, donating money. We used a lot of the money to buy clothes, just little essentials.
Sofia organizes aid packages and reunites families with their lost loved ones.
We found 278 people. People that were not able to identify because they had no DNA left over, 112. People that were never found, 85.
Amidst the tragedy, there's reason to be thankful.
Sobrevivimos 8, mi esposa, mis 3 hijos, mi hermana y mis 2 sobrinos. Ahí sobrevivimos. En su momento que me sentía un poco tranquilo, una paz en el corazón de que encontrar a mucha más gente, vecinos, ¿verdad? Amigos, ¿verdad?
Two years after the tragedy, Sofia and Dr. Tufts continue to volunteer in the community.
One of the positive things that happened was that the entire country said, we need to help. And help was the most beautiful thing you could see.
Sofia comes to terms with the awesome and deadly El Fuego.
I love nature and I love a volcano, and for a while I was very upset because I kept on thinking, how can I love something that it caused so much damage? Then I realized the volcano was always there. It was always going to have eruptions. It was always going to be the beauty of nature exposed. I think nature is not at fault.
While the destruction by El Fuego forever impacted the lives of those living in its shadow, the total impact of eruptions around the world can also create strange, new phenomenon.
There are some lava tubes that contain life that is found nowhere else in the world.
Volcanoes, infamous masters of destruction. Yet they've also forged the world as we know it, sometimes creating incredible environments that almost seem out of this world. Searing molten rock can carve out underground worlds called lava tubes. These mysterious caves are teeming with beauty and life.
Lava tubes are caves that form naturally in lava flows, particularly lava flows of basaltic composition. Basalt is a dense, heavy rock that makes up the Earth's ocean floors and is also the most common type of rock found on planets, particularly Mars and Venus. These flows are very fluid, and as they pour down a landscape, they'll cool against the atmosphere and develop a crust.
As the outer layer of the lava cools and crusts, it forms a roof over top the lava flow. And when the eruption wanes, so does the amount of lava moving beneath.
This leaves a hollow passage behind that can be huge, big enough to drive a truck through.
Despite their name, these cavernous phenomena come in different shapes and sizes.
The term lava tube is a little bit misleading in the sense that it implies that these caves are shaped like the insides of hoses or pipes. But in fact, the shapes of the lava tubes can be quite complex and different. Some, for instance, have broad, flat roofs and floors and are quite wide. Others are slot-like or have the shapes of keyholes. They can occur at multiple levels, split into several stories, and also contain deep pits or chambers. They can stretch from a few hundred feet to tens of miles in length. And in fact, on the island of Hawaii, the Kazamura Cave stretches for over 45 miles. The beginnings of lava tubes, the entrances, may simply be accessed through pits in the ground where the ceiling has collapsed into a pile of rubble. People can clamber down into these dark passageways.
Some lava tubes are open for exploration. For those brave enough to descend into the darkness, treasures await.
There are mineral deposits that you may find on the walls. White gypsum, for instance, and other rare minerals.
The subterranean labyrinth created can reveal lava lakes, stalactites, stalagmites, and other signs of the tube's origins.
As the flow recedes, the lava is draining out from underneath the crust to leave a future cave passage. High water marks or stains on the wall may be left by the lava. So there is a clue to be seen in every cave passage that tells you a story peculiar to the origin and development of that particular cave.
Since their beginnings, these pitch-dark passageways have played a major role in life on islands around the world.
Lava tubes act as excellent insulators for the molten lava that flows through them. And this insulation allows the overall flow containing that lava tube travel much farther and spread more widely. This means that the islands that have lava tube forming volcanoes will be very wide and broad and have gentle slopes.
Volcanic islands are historically highly desirable places to live.
Because of lava tube formation, these wide islands, such as those in the Hawaiian chain, are easily habitable. good climate and soil that breaks down from lava itself, some of the richest in the world.
The tubes themselves have been used by humans for centuries.
Lava tubes have played an important role in the history of humankind. Indigenous peoples have used them as shelters to take during times of conflict, places to camp. They've been used for places to store items and also for burials.
But humans aren't the only beings who benefit from lava tubes. These caves also act as a cradle for other life forms.
Lava tubes also have an important biological function. Creatures that move into these habitats evolve to function quite successfully in these environments. There are some lava tubes that contain insect life that is found nowhere else in the world.
Because of their unique ability to maintain a stabilized environment, lava tubes have recently caught the attention of space scientists.
Recently, lava tubes have become an interesting potential resource recognized by space scientists who are interested in looking into setting up laboratories or exploration posts on other planets, such as Mars. A lava tube has the advantage in an environment like this of having a very steady microclimate relative to the exterior. It's sheltered or protected from the ultraviolet radiation from the sun.
As scientists investigate how lava tubes could play a role in interplanetary exploration, the total impact of volcanoes can reveal otherworldly experiences in unexpected places right here on Earth.